There we go. We are live. Happy Thankful Thursday to everyone. Hope y'all is doing well. We have a special guest. We are so excited to have Miss Lana on here, part of the community.
Thank you.
Like grew up around her, going to her parties. So, um, how y'all doing today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. What about you guys?
I'm doing good. I'm going to Vegas, so I'm excited.
Half of my family lives in Vegas, like half of my family. Even
Oh,
my youngest kid,
I'm,
even my youngest daughter is out there. She's been out there 4 years and she love
oh,
it.
yeah. I love Nevada. We in Nevada too. We just in Reno, so it's
Okay,
a little different, but I like it. I love it. So that's
good,
good.
good.
I'm doing good today. Excited to have this episode with you on it. Been trying to get you on for a while. Happy to hear your story. And
Thank you.
anybody want to, Rosie? I'll let you go first, since Miss Lana's the guest. Anybody that's watching that don't know what you do or who you are, let us know who you are.
Y'all gonna put
Okay.
us on blast.
Okay.
Well, I am a pho- I am a photographer. Like that, it's one of my many God given talents. I'm a photographer. So, I've been out here taking pictures, doing shoots. I'm gonna do some pictures while I'm out in Vegas too. So I'm
Um,
excited.
I'm excited to see that. That's gonna be
It's
good.
wonderful. It's wonderful.
Ugh. How about you, Miss Lana? Let us know who you are, what you do.
So my name is Lana Rose, more known by Miss Lana. I do a little bit of everything. I'm a singer, professional. I've been singing since I was 4. I'm a promoter, club promoter, event promoter. I am a minister. I am a community organizer and event planner together. I'm a teacher, and yeah, that basically sums up what I do with my time. And my favorite is just community. It's bringing happiness to my community, kids to the grown people. So any way that I can make people smile or feel better, then that's what I like to do. Because I know my time
Oh,
on this earth is short, so I just like to give out as much of myself in positive, healthy ways as possible.
we love that. We
Thank
grew up watching you, coming to your parties, coming to your
Mhm.
shows, and it was always somebody that I looked up to in the community. Always working with the community, giving us positive words and positive
thank you.
shows.
I'm 20 years in the game now. I'm 20 years old. So
Oh,
this year, I'm doing like about 5 shows when I really just went back down to 1 or 2 a year because I always wanted to stay the treat. But the place where I work now is it's the first time I'm working for women. It's the club owners are women of color. First time that has ever happened in my life. I've always worked for men, and I even do karaoke there every Thursday now. So I'm there every Thursday, and then I get to do my shows. So I have like about 3 more shows this year. I did 2. Well, I did 1. So I have like 3 more shows, and then I'm done. And I'll only probably do like 2 shows, maybe 3 next year. But I definitely do shows a year. That I That's crazy.
uh,
That's crazy.
and you work it in the community. How long have you said 20 years? So, um, what's the
20 years just for the show.
just for the show? And
Yeah,
you work in the community also. What? How long have you been working in the community, and what do you do in the
28 years.
community?
28 years I've been a community volunteer. I do not get paid for this. It's what I do out of my heart. I do peace parties for the kids to teach them that I don't know who told y'all you can't go over here, you can't go over there. All of this beef that you guys don't know anything about, other people's beef that is keeping you stagnated. So the peace parties are to love on the kids, tell them about all the dangers that are out now. And that's coming up on May the 11th. I do talent shows, treasure hunts, put the guns down. I do active shooter drills for the babies, and stuff like that. And then I also feed the homeless, and clothe the homeless, 3 to 4 times a year. And so my next homeless outreach is April the 13th. So that's what I do out in the community.
Well, that's the day before my birthday.
Yeah, happy early birthday. What you gonna do for your birthday? What's your plans?
mm, Trying to go to LA. Every time we try to go to LA, they have fires or something going on down there. So hopefully go to LA for a couple of days just to get out of Reno. Haven't been to LA in a while. So go down
Okay.
there, shop, just jump around.
Yeah,
Get out of
yeah,
Reno. Feel like we haven't had a vacay in a while. So
I understand.
just
Everybody that
just
I know that has moved to Reno loves it. So it must be wonderful down there because I've heard nothing but
yeah.
good stuff about it. Yeah.
Yeah, just different. It's different. People nice. Ain't that much crime. Could feel a little bit more comfortable out here, but not can't never feel too comfortable. But
Right, right.
just a little quieter and a little slower out here, and feel
Yeah.
like we fit in out here. But we we might stay, we might not. Who knows what our next move is?
I know that's right. I know that's a great way to think about it. It's like if we get tired of this, then it's on to the next. That's very good. Not stagnated thinking.
Yeah, and I want to work with the community more. So especially the Bay Area community. Also, there's so much stuff going on out there. We done lost cousins to violence, friends to violence, and just want to be able to give our like this show. I just wanted to start something that somebody for people that look like us and to be able to use our voice other than
Yeah.
Facebook or Instagram, just to be able to give people a chance to say what they want to talk about or give a voice, use a voice. So
I like that. And I will be I should have my community center with either this year or the beginning of next year, but hopefully God will give it to me this
yeah,
year, and I will utilize my building from everything to home economics, bringing that back for the babies and the things that they're not allowed to do in the school anymore. Praise dancing, gospel singing, anything that is that has God or religious in it, you can't do that anymore. But I can because I'm a minister, and I can. So I'm gonna go right through that tunnel, and make sure that I have a wonderful place and space for the babies to come and do after school activities, as well as and thank you for mentioning this, um, places for people to heal, you know,
yeah,
places for people to come and talk and get affordable therapy and grieve, and just things that the community really, really, really needs. And
yeah,
of course, I'm gonna have a space to feed and clothe and whatever, but just healing is so needed. Yesterday I had an unexpected visit by my grandson's dad, and he brought his brother, and then my neighbor just happened to pop up because she saw my door open. Do you know, like, everybody in the house was crying? Like, we just started talking to each other, and I was just telling them, like, don't let go of God. Like, just don't let go. And everybody just was crying. We was all in here crying because it's ugly out there. So if I could, not if I could, when God allows my space to come, it'll definitely be a place where people can show up and
Mhm.
just talk to one another, because sometimes it feels like we're going through things by ourselves, and that's not true. So if you got a room full of 15, 20 people and they all going through this, you'll be like, oh, okay, so that's just it. I think it's because of the years of survival and all the stuff I've survived. Like, y'all know Miss Lana, but y'all don't know LB, and y'all don't know the Miss Lana that was on drugs. So I'm just gonna use all of my pain to create a greater purpose. That's what I'm gonna do.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
and we need it. We need it as a community. We need it as a people. Um, we don't. We need just a safe space to go talk that you don't feel judged. You might can go off with that person and talk to them. And like you said, we feel like we're the only ones going through stuff, and you won't know unless you talk. I've been in therapy off and on since I was 13, 14, and it don't get easier.
Mm, right.
Every time I get a new therapy, you have to start over. Every time I get a new therapist, you have to start over and just pulling that band-aid off all over again. So
All over again. Hmm.
talk to somebody that look like
Therapy
us, that
is
knows the.
wonderful.
You said what? Uh,
I was saying therapy is wonderful.
yeah,
Therapy is
meditation.
wonderful, and mm, unfortunately for Black people, it's a stigma around therapy and getting help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where that come from. Where does that come from? Us, slavery days. What makes us feel like we don't have to pay? We might can't afford to pay someone to talk to help us instead of it coming out aggressive, coming out to the wrong person against the wrong people at the wrong people. Because me growing up, even in therapy, I did a lot of fighting in school, a lot of fighting outside of school, and I was in therapy at the same time. And some people be like blaming on their parents, but you can't blame it on your parents. Our parents made sure we was on the right track, but we left out the house, we still was doing what we wanted to do. So
Right. Well, for me, it's a lot of things that contribute why we're scared, or there's such a fear and a stigma around getting help. You know, no disrespect. I'm not prejudiced or anything at all. But I know this because my parents took me out of all Black school, and in the 6th grade they sent me to a white school. And I think their intentions were good. They wanted to be able to talk to anybody and be around anybody. I get it. I started to feel like I was less than.
uh-oh.
Oh shit! Cut her out.
We could keep talking. Thank y'all to everyone that's tuning in. We have Miss Lana, we have Miss Pritzy, you have me, Donna, Heart and Soul. So excited to have Miss Lana on. We grew up going to her parties, grew up going to her community events. There she go.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
It's all right. You back. We got you back.
Okay. And it's funny because my door just kind of came open on its own. Excuse me, my nephew was outside and I'm like, what's going on? But so when the screen cut off, I had a chance to close my door. So God is good. But what I was saying was when I went to this white school, Donna, I was like, I felt less than.
Mhm.
I felt less than. And because but let me tell you what I learned. White people teach their kids to thrive, and Black people teach their kids to survive.
Yeah.
That's a totally different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Totally different mindset. So everything was be hard and suck it up and we'll go in his house, stay in his house, and you know what I mean? Stay in the child's place. And I wish I would have had therapy a long time ago because I had some horrific things happening to me and I couldn't tell anybody. I was just supposed to go on with my life like it was, cool. A lot of bullies in church, bullies in school, bullies in the neighborhood. I didn't know grown-ups lie. That tripped
Yeah.
me out. I didn't know grown-ups would lie on your ass for free. That tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're supposed to not say nothing, but I've been blessed that I'm in therapy. My partner's in therapy. Excuse me. Well, I'm looking for a new therapist. I had one for 4 years, and when I say she was heaven sent, when I say God created that woman with the good clay, but
Yeah.
she got promoted. She got promoted. So, what about you, Prissy? Ever been to therapy, babe? You ever went and talked to somebody?
I have. I've been in therapy off and on since I was in my teens as well. Like it's much needed. I don't do therapy now, but I am like big on like meditation and just writing in my journal and talking to God, things like that. Like I have a journal and I have a few different journals. Like, I have different journals for different thoughts and things like that. I have like an affirmation journal and stuff like that. So, like, I'm not in therapy right now, but I am actually looking to go back into therapy. But I am making sure, like, I've been on like a healing journey in this last year. So I've been making sure, like, getting into like my spirituality. I'm getting into like
Mm,
crystals and like really just, like writing down my thoughts. Like
I like
finding my
that.
own safe space.
I like that. And I like how you said you have different journals for different things. That's amazing. And when I did journal at different times in my life, I wish, I would love to continue that. So maybe we could talk about that and the meditation because I don't know how to do that either. So I would love for you guys to teach me how to do that and share some things. But when I do find my journals, say if I just find one in the drawer and I look through what I was going through at that time, oh my, it just blesses me because don't get me wrong, I wasn't a different person, but like, I'm like, how did you survive that, Lana? Like, just to read page after page after page of pain and not knowing how I was going to get through. So it definitely a big form of therapy because you take everything that's in here and you put it down and you close the book. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have anybody to talk to or whatever, you talk to that page. You put it on that page and then you go back and read it and be like, wow. So congratulations to both of you guys on your journey to being better. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We gotta focus on ourselves to be a better person so we can put it out into the world. It, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to tell my story, let other people tell their story. Might not have a place to tell their story or to feel comfortable. And I love therapy. I think I've been to this probably my fifth or sixth therapist since being younger, and I think this one has helped me more than the rest of them. She's helping with
Mm, mm,
management, my thoughts, um, how to put my thoughts out positively, not negatively, not holding it, not holding it in and it exploding, just exploding for no reason. And like you said, growing up in a household, we wasn't our parents didn't tell us not to, we had an open space to let us know what's going on, tell us what's going on, and we can figure it out together, not don't speak to it, speak about it. And growing up, I had might be a trigger warning for any and everybody. Sorry. Growing up, I got molested, raped by somebody that was married into our family, and um, trying to get over that and deal through that, and then still having family members deal with that person and the people that
mm.
he surrounded himself with. It's like triggering. So people might think I'm acting funny, but if you deal with him and that part of the family that he married into, I don't want to have no problems with it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want you knowing my business and going back to telling him. So took him to
Wow.
court. Took him to court when I was in my
Yeah.
20s. They gave him a slap on the wrist. Gave him a slap on the wrist. His wife knew, which is related to us by blood. His wife knew, and they gave him 7 years. He got out in 5 years for good behavior. I'm like, yeah, he ain't got no kids in there to mess with. So yeah, he got out of good behavior. So we took them both to court because we like your wife knew, and it's nothing. We got 30, 40 something first cousins in the family, and nobody brought. She knew when she met him that he had just got out of jail for doing that to other kids, and she didn't tell nobody in the family.
Mm,
Didn't tell nobody.
mm.
Some people knew, some people didn't say nothing, but it's kids. Why would you let this person still come around the family knowing there's nothing but kids in here? Pools, taking the pool parties. Our family, my dad and mom was the ones that took all the kids to parties and skating and bowling and try to have a safe space. Come over here. Y'all ain't got to go out and party. Come to the house and party. So it just, I don't know if it's the black community. We don't like to speak up. We don't want to go to therapy. One way or the other, we need to try to heal ourselves for the next generation, for the kids, for the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, each other. Can't can't get better if we're running from our problem. So
I just want to congratulate you. First of all, what you said was major. And I must say, me too, for both. I was molested, from 5 to 11. And then I was raped at 15. And then I was date raped when I was older, a grown woman. But I was the little kid that seemed like everybody wanted to do nasty things to. I don't know if it's because I was just bubbly and happy, whatever, whatever. So, and I was very destructive, to myself because of I didn't talk about it. I just, and people don't know that if you don't get help, it really turns into something else. So first of all, I congratulate you because you went after your abuser. That's big. That is big. So if anybody is listening to that I'm telling you, that I felt that in my soul. You're gonna pay for what you did to me. It's not okay. And because you knew what he was and you brought him around me for me to have to deal with this for the rest of my life, I'm coming after you too.
yeah.
That's big. So congratulations to anybody that's listening and is still carrying that. For me, what I did was when I started to get myself better and got off drugs, because I did drugs from the age of 19 to 29, crack. And when I started to get myself together, when, I met God and got saved and all the stuff. And I was like, well, why are you so messed up? I had to figure out what was wrong with me, what was stopping me from being, my best self. So I went and told them first, I hated their guts, but then I went and told the people that messed with me to their face that I forgive you because I wanted my power back. So I went and took it back.
Yeah.
I told them I would catch it. First, I was running them out my neighborhood when I seen them. I mean, I was crazy at first, very angry, but then God started changing my heart and I would go and I told him. So I went to the first molester dude and I see him in the store. He thought I was going to hit him in the head with a 40, but I'm not. I just want to tell you that I forgive you. And what was crazy is he still was calling me the same name that he called me when I was little. You still don't even know my name. You know what I mean? Like, it was just creepy. And the second guy, he was in the line at the food pantry. And I tapped him and told him, I forgive, because I was in my parents' house. My parents was like your parents. Everybody was at my mom and dad's house. So a lot of people had access to me. And I didn't have, don't get me wrong, my mom and dad did the best they could, but they weren't like your parents. They didn't tell me to tell. I wasn't taught to tell. Because when you teach a child to tell, that's exactly what they're going to do. So I didn't have that. So it was so much all the time. I thought it was normal. But then with the rape, I went, I found the church again. I mean, I found his house by accident, singing at a funeral. And then I was like, this is the house where I got raped in Oakland. And so that day it did trigger me, but I went back. I remember where it was. I went back to go tell him about himself, to call him every, blankety blank, blank, blank. Because what he did was he drugged me. He put um, some crystal in my weed, or it was either crystal or sherm, something like that. Because I went to go visit his mother, and he put that
Oh,
in my weed, and then I hit the floor because the whole room had turned upside down, and then he picked me up and whatever. So, but I went to go tell him about himself. He wasn't there. I stood outside the gate. I had to make my peace with this house and all, and this part of my life. There was another man that just happened to be there, and he was asking me. I was asking him, did he know the people that lived here? He was like, yeah, they still live there. I told him what he did to me. He told me what had happened to his daughter. We just chopping it up. But I made my peace. I took pictures of the house, and I made my peace with that house. Now, with the other guy that date raped me, I've been looking for him. And when I see him, I'm gonna tell him about himself. But that's how I took. But of course, I'm in therapy. But that's what I did. I chose to forgive them, not for them. I mean, they could jump off a cliff. I don't care. Not for them, but for me. I wanted my power back. I wanted what they had that belonged to me, and I went and got it back.
yeah. Got it. We got to take it back for ourselves because can't nobody give us our power but us. So, got to be able to find a way to feel better,
Yeah.
confident, secure, especially if it's people that you'd entrusted or you thought you can trust. And my rapist said that he um he was able to get to me because I was always by myself. I was always locked
Mm.
up in a room reading, or it'd be a house full of people, but
Mm.
I'm in a room by myself. And my mama asked him like, "Why would you do this to her?" He like, "Well, she was always by herself and she was quiet, so I was able to get to her." So and then he like, "Oh well," it, he tried to deny it. He's like, "Well, if she said I did it, I must have did it. But I could pay you to, I could pay her and take her. I could pay y'all and then take her to therapy." And my mom was like, "Why would I let you take her to therapy? That wouldn't work." And so he went on the run, and they ended up catching him. So yeah, he's somewhere around here, but
Well, for what it's worth, I'm sorry that that happened to you.
yeah,
I'm so sorry that that happened to you. And but you sound very strong on the inside.
yeah,
You sound like like I said, you didn't get away with what you did to me. And just think about all of the children that didn't tell on him, because he
yeah,
sounds very calculated, as well as manipulative, as well as being a predator. He
yeah,
had an excuse of how and why he chose you. So think about all the other kids that has not told on his ass. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? So how you doing, PZ?
Hey, Miss Lana, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
And I was looking up. They called you. I saw your you did an interview. They called you the funeral singer. Why is that? Why did you have that name?
They call me the funeral singer because I'm a community mom. When I moved over here where I live now in Crescent Park in Richmond, um, I've always like kids. I was always able to gather kids. I was either the Sunday school teacher, or they was at my house, or I was always, around kids. I just liked kids. But when I moved here, I started playing games with my kids because it really wasn't too much going on. As big as this community is, it's probably one of the largest ones in Richmond. And so I just started doing stuff with my kids, and then the other kids started joining in, and that's when I started, getting into doing a little stuff for them. And the babies started dying from gun violence. And then they started knocking on my door. "Miss Lana, can you sing?" And I'm like, okay. Then another, and then another, and then another, and another. Then I started singing for more than one child per mama. Like, I done sung for your first son, your second son, and your third son. I'm like, this something ain't right. So I'm known by the funeral singer because of how many babies I've sung for. How many Black young men that I've sung for. I made the front page of the San Francisco Chronicle because of all of the men that I've sung for. And I don't know if y'all understand, like, I love these kids. Like, I love them. I watch them grow up, and then I got to go sing for them. You know what I mean? Some of these kids really get to your heart. You know, you have your favorites. You ain't supposed to say that, and I don't say that. Some of them babies was my favorites, you know? And now he just dead over some bullshit, you know? And then I was the candy lady for 20 years. I just retired from being the candy lady. You know what I mean? Whatever I do, I got to do it big. You know what I mean? So, and that was another way for me to watch them. And when they would come get my Kool-Aid pickles or the nachos or whatever, I knew they were strapped. But I knew they was either you gonna get me or I'm gonna get you. So I learned a lot, you know, by that. And I've been blessed with, you know, having a couple of documentaries. I'm also in the Garden. I did a documentary for the Garden as well as the Chronicle. And, you know, so all you gotta do is Google my name and, you know, everything will come up. You'll even see the active shooter drill. You know what I mean? Like, I teach these babies how to get the hell out of the way. And what's amazing is that now I'm teaching generations. Now about the first set of kids, they grown and they got their kids, and now I'm teaching their kids. So I've taught generations of kids to stay alive. I never thought that would be my calling. I just want to party with everybody. But no, God had something way bigger in store for me. But that's why I'm the funeral singer, is because I've sung for so many funerals. And three were more than one child per mom. And that's deep. I mean, can you just, I don't even say nothing. You know how you go up before you sing and, you know, first give it all to God, you know, after I done sung for your first baby, I ain't got shit to say. I just look up and try to sing the angels down. Cause I don't know that pain. God hasn't allowed me to feel that pain, and thank you. But it was devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to all the people we done lost over the years. APZ lost a sister to gun violence.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, baby.
Yeah, it was in 2020. She got killed by a stray bullet. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oakland. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I got hit by a stray bullet too.
Oh, wow.
Thank God. I got hit in my ankle though. Thank God. I got hit in my ankle and went out the front and came out the side.
Wow.
I'm like that commercial. I'm not only a with a CEO, I'm also a client. Like, you know what I mean? I can show my own bullet wound. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
We got a brother.
Dang, that's a lot.
Got a brother in a wheelchair from being shot, and happy he's still here. He lived through it, but it happened in like the 20 like the 2000s, early 2000s, and it really shook me up to see him down there on the ground, and we having to call 911, and 911. I'm getting into it with the fire trucks and fire people. Like, where is the ambulance? But yeah, it just. What do you think our community needs? More God. They taking out our history books. They taking out God. They taking out everything that could help us, because you might not get it nowhere else. You might not can't afford to get a book. You can't afford to get a library.
And it's designed for that to happen. See, we must realize that this is all designed. There are so many people with so much money behind the scenes making sure that what is happening to us is happening to us. You know, we're down here. There, you know how God talk about how the Bible speaks of wickedness in high places, from social media to everything that they can think of for us to destroy ourselves is what they're gonna do. They still don't want us to succeed. They are envious of us, jealous of us, and hate us at the same time. They'll imitate anything we do They want our bodies, our booties, our lips, our swag, our hair. They want everything. They want everything from us. They mad because we're unique and we're exquisite and we don't age. And they don't like that. So, just think about the prison and the jails. That's $1 billion business. They got to fill it up.
Yeah.
They got to fill it up. They're already determining where your kid is going to go. That's why they got those tests, and they've even stopped teaching our babies how to write cursive in school. Why take away a child's ability to write in cursive? Why? And why are the schools? I've worked at so many schools, and just think about this. All just like me and you have been molested. At least 8 out of 10 Black women that I know have been the same. And so they have them kids, they have babies, and those babies are born out of hate. So it's a lot of mad, angry kids running around. Sometimes they kill their cousins because they don't know their cousins, because they didn't know their mama had a sister, because she ain't talked to her sister in 20 years. So I didn't know that boy. I didn't know he was my cousin. I didn't know. But I see, just from what I see here, I see 2 different things happening. Number one, I see some of the young men grouping up together, and they've decided amongst themselves that they're gonna stay friends, and they're gonna raise their kids, and they're gonna sell their little weed, and they're gonna stay out the way. And then I see the other ones, the ones that are still mad at their mamas, the ones that hate their daddies, the ones that hate women, and they're gonna try to kill everything moving.
Yeah.
And you're right, them taking out God, and that was all on purpose. And that's why my community center, will be there to create healthy kids, because you can't tell me what I can't do in my center.
Yeah.
You cannot. But if you take, when I used to work at the schools, I got my blessed oil. Let me show you about my pimping. My blessed oil is in a spray bottle. I spray them kids when they ain't looking. You hear me? Spraying them, they grease. They don't know where this grease come from my face. Me, I ain't seeing nothing. Sit your little bad ass down. I'm tired of you. Right? I spray the hallways. Everywhere I work, I bless the doors. I bless the hallways. I put it on my hands so the kids don't know. And a lot of kids are going through hell in the house. So if I'm already angry, you already beat my ass, I see you beating my mama ass, and I get my hands on a gun. So, and then they looking up to rap stars who singing about lives that they ain't even about that life. They talking about, what I'm saying? I done took them down, and you ain't even boy, your mama live in the suburbs. Are you kidding me? They ain't even about that life, but they making millions of dollars off of convincing our babies that. So our babies now, you get more props in the hood from going to jail and being bad than you do for being good.
And graduating from college. Yep, it's true.
So it's a lot of things that contribute to why our babies are in the mindset, and it's going to get worse before it get better. I hate to say that, but it's true. And I remember I used to try to save every kid I could, and God was like, Lana, you can't. All of them ain't gonna make it. I used to take the babies to the jail when I worked for the city of Richmond. Excuse me. I would take the babies to the jailhouse, to San Quentin. Had the little city van, load about 15, 17 of them up. Took them like 3-4 times. Guess what? At least 14 out of that 17 is still alive. Raising their kids. Raising their kids. You know what I'm saying? And when I see that, a couple of them, keep going back and forth to jail. You feel me? One of them is dead. You feel me? But out of 14 out of 17 is a good number. And I pray I get to do it again because they locked them boys up in them jail cells with
So
them
will
grown
you.
ass men, and they was barking at them. They had like 5 tiers of 10 cells apiece, and they was all hollering, "Yeah, boy, your mama can't help you in here," and they was talking crazy to him. And them kids started backing up. I said, not you. Not you, little bang bang. Where you going? You about it, right? You about this life, right? And then they gonna tell me, "Oh, Miss Lana, they called you sexy." I said, "How you know they was talking to me?
It's it.
How you know they was talking to me?" Oh, it changed their whole outlook. Scared the shit out of them. You feel me? Scared the shit. This where you want to be? Keep it up. Keep disrespecting your mama. Keep it up. So I've tried so many things over the years to get them to stay alive because I didn't want to sing for them. I told them I will sing for you, but I don't want to. I don't want to sing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's my reality. So, damn, yeah.
That's it's just I don't. It's just so crazy. And it seems I don't know if it's happening in all the neighborhoods, but it seems like it's just ours. They're taking our jobs, they're taking our history, they taking our history, like you said, rewriting it and putting it as theirs. We know the world don't move without black
Miss
people.
Lana,
They can't do it. We do it first. Like TikTok, they ban it. They trying to ban TikTok. They had started South in the colleges in the South, but they giving the owner if you don't sell it, we finna ban it. So
wow.
it's
That's
yeah.
bullying. That's bullying
Mhm.
right there. You feel me? You don't sell it. I'm gonna take it from you. But this mentality against black people has been forever. It has been forever. You know what I mean? And God just made us so unique. I don't say better than, but we're so unique that, I don't know of any other race of people that they are being kidnapped and harvesting their organs, but they want
Mhm.
ours because we're
Mhm.
stronger, faster. You see what I'm saying? So
Everything
wickedness
else.
and
And our melanin is like what a gram. It's like $1 million a gram or something. So
wickedness in high places. So, like I said, and I'm speaking it to the world, Visions of Hope Outreach Community Center. Them gonna be some happy kids because we're gonna cover everything from everything I can think of to try to get them to understand. You know what I mean? And all of them ain't gonna make it, but a lot of them will. I
yeah.
will be able to see, you know what I'm saying, little Boo Bang and little Ray Ray. I will see them not in trouble all the time no more because they getting love. Kids that are loved at home go to school to learn. But kids that are not loved at home go to school to be loved.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if we can when I create a place where everybody just, team kid, you feel me? Boy, that I love you, boy. You ain't gonna be acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Just, I believe it. I could be crazy, but I believe that I got the juice to bring it back. And
Yeah.
God said, if I save one, He said, if I save one, then that one could go out and save thousands. So
Mhm.
let me just save the right one, God, and let that one go out and do the rest of the work. And when I get older, I'm gonna be hitting them kids up when they make it to the NBAs and all that. Hey, baby, drop 10,000 in Miss Lana fund for these kids.
We need it. That's what benching bars small was for us growing up. We didn't have too many gay centers, just places we could go feel safe and feel not out of place. It's all right to be smart. It's all right to be book smart. It's all right to be street smart. Just make sure whatever you're doing is safe. So
You
I
know what
feel
my
like
favorite word was at the bitching bar?
what.
Security.
Yep, 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 yep. That's true.
Call it on
Remember, I used to
us.
start the music. I had to really like raise some of them because a lot of them, I had my regulars, y'all. Then you had these new cats, and you know what I mean. They thought they was the shit, and I was stopping the music on their asses. Oh my god! I'm putting you out. I'm putting out who know you. I'm putting out who brought you. Everybody gotta go.
It probably was us.
Oh my god.
You probably was kicking us out some of the times. Like, get them out
But
of
I
here
know
with
you. I
this.
know you. I don't know about y'all, but I know you
Yeah,
specifically.
her. For sure, her. Yeah. Yep.
Man,
Definitely.
man.
Chrissy wasn't getting kicked out. Chrissy wasn't getting kicked out. She was They wasn't getting kicked out. You. It was you.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
Yeah.
She was always
Oh
doing
wow.
something.
It's some parties. We're in Reno, so we don't get to party with that many black people. The music is it's just different. We miss the California Oakland music like party scene, but it's not the same. How do you get to the club and how do you get to party? Do you park your car on the street and come out to it might be gone or broken
Right.
into?
Right. Well, where I am now, where my shows are now, there has not been one of those. Not one episode of that. Maybe because it's a part of Oakland that I'm in. The White Horse is over there by it's called the smoke burger something. It's like on
Smokehouse.
it, yeah, it's
Smokehouse.
over
That burger
there. It's
place on
over
the
there.
corner. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's over
It's like
there.
Berkeley.
And
Like borderline North Oakland, Berkeley.
that right there on Telegraph. Right there. And so far it
Yeah,
hasn't
I know
been
where it's
any
at.
problem. And I'm real blessed that people still come out to see me. That's the blessing in it. It still shocks me that people still come out to see my shows, still come out to perform. I just feel very, very blessed. Now I know I ain't gonna do it forever because I ain't no spring chicken no more. So I know I ain't gonna do it forever. But Coochie Licious was created because I was tired of I had to do something with all that nastiness that people had did to me and inflicted on my life. And I was tired of trying to, struggling. I was struggling with my sexuality and, tired of people telling me I'm going to hell and, because I'm gay and I just was tired of it. So I was like, you know what, Lana? Go out there and do your thing because this count your money in their face. God don't love me, but he gave me all this money, huh? You God don't love me, but he gave me all this money. So that's how it was something that I created with my bare hands. You know what I'm saying? And so 20 years is really big for me, and I'm going to celebrate my ass off. But whenever y'all come, let me know. You ain't got to pay. I'll put you on the guest list. I'll reserve your seats in the front whenever y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. My birthday is Pride Sunday. Pride Sunday. So the next shows is May the 26th, Memorial Day weekend. Then after that, it's Pride Sunday, June 23rd. And then the Cables and the Bench and Bar reunion show is June the 30th. So that's my next three shows. And then in
That's
August,
gonna
I'm
be
going to hit them
lit.
back with the Studs versus the Femmes. Yeah. The last Studs
Oh,
versus the Femmes. Studs
cables.
won.
Oh,
Right, cable.
uh-uh.
Dang, that's man.
Man.
Throwback.
We
Cable.
might have to pop.
I
Yeah.
wasn't even old enough to
Might have
get
to
in
pop
cable. I was 19 trying to go up in
Wow.
there.
I was
Yeah.
letting everybody in through the back door.
Nope, I wasn't even
Oh,
old enough.
and that's when
Don't
I
I
started
stay
hiring
using your
security.
ID?
See, that was
Man, that's
talking
crazy.
about parking lot pimping. Cables and parking lot pimping was going down.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
parking lot pimping and cables was going down.
It definitely
Yeah,
was.
yes. So PZ, what you doing down there, baby? Where you located?
I moved to Houston.
Really, you like
Yeah.
it?
I love it. I would never come back to the Bay. Like
Oh,
not to
okay.
live. No, no. Just if anything, I'll just keep like moving because I moved down here for
hmm
work. So yeah, but if anything, I'll just keep moving to different places. But I'm not coming back to the Bay.
What about the parties? Do they have any nightlife out
Yes,
there
it's
like for us?
no, they
Okay.
yeah, they nightlife is lit. Actually, Saturday, it's a girl out there. She like big status like you. She throw all the parties. She having a Freaknik party on Saturday actually. So
Okay.
I'ma
Okay.
go. Everybody go to her stuff. Yeah. So
I've been
that's
hearing a
gonna
lot
be
of. I hear a lot of
interesting.
good stuff about Houston. A lot. I hear a lot of good stuff. A lot.
No, it's
That's
good.
what it is.
It's good. I don't really only complaints I have is the bugs. I don't like the bugs they got out there is crazy. I'm already used to the weather, but it's just the bugs at this point.
What kind of bugs they got? Like flying roaches?
Man, some shit you ain't never seen. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh,
And then out there, you could be the cleanest person, they still gonna come in your house because that's just how they are. It don't matter. Yes, your house could be spotless. They still coming in. Yep.
The bugs and thugs? That ain't good. That's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
For
just gonna push
real.
your
I
way.
man,
Uh-uh.
yeah. Yeah. I keep cans of Raid around the house. Like you just never know. Yeah.
What about
I
spiders? Got
make
a lot of
sure.
spiders too?
Um, real tiny ones. I have not seen like ones back at home. Never. Just real tiny ones that'll be like in the crack of the corner or something like that. Real small. No big
Wow.
ones though. I haven't seen any.
Wow.
that's the
Yep.
country. That's the country for
Which I'm
you.
surprised where I live. I live where it's a lot of trees, so I'm surprised that I haven't seen any. I'm happy though. I'm scared of spiders, so I wouldn't be wanting to see a big one. I deal with them little ones all day, but
Wow.
yeah. But no,
Wow.
I love it. I mean, the cost of living is cheap. Like I live like equivalent to like Dublin, Pleasanton, but out there.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So it's just like that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and it's
Well, I'm
cheap,
glad you're
like
happy.
I got a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom townhouse. Yeah, no, it's I like it. I'm
Good.
not complaining at all.
I'm happy for
A
you.
lot of
I'm
black
happy.
people, everybody helpful. I like it.
Oh, totally different than the Bay. Talking about
Right.
everybody helpful.
No, when I
Right.
first got here, I had ordered a 65-inch for my living room, and I don't know. I just thought like, oh, I could just let the seats down in my car and put the TV in there. But when I got there, I couldn't do it. Other people was picking up their stuff. Like these two guys, they were gay, white guys. Do you know that they brought the TV to my house and they helped me carry it? They carried it up the stairs. Yeah, that wouldn't happen in the Bay.
Good
No, they
deal.
followed me to my house. Nope,
No, if that would
they
have been in the
followed
Bay
me to my
Area,
house.
if that would have been in the Bay, once they lifted it up, they would have been running with it.
Right.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
You'd have been
No,
chasing them to get your TV back.
they followed me
At,
to my house and
at
brought
one
it
of my
in.
events, you guys will put the guns down. We give out free bikes. We raffle off free bikes, scooters, hoverboards. I just beg, 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 and give everything away. Why this lady come up to the stage, grabbed the old school big wheel and was running for her life. And I was screaming, "It's
Oh,
free! It's free!" Like she was running with that big
oh
wheel.
wow.
I mean, just the whole crowd just watching her like, wow.
Wow.
Running for her life with that big wheel. For
That's
sure.
sad.
It seems like
It
they not giving us options. You taking the jobs, the rent too high. How do you pay bills and rent with no jobs? You putting us in a situation to where you have to rob and steal and
come on, come on,
steal
come
and
on.
then not knowing who to trust. It makes you not know who you can trust. Are you in my house? Are you befriending me in my house just to case out my stuff? And it makes it hard to trust. And that's how the
I
people out here
agree.
is. They helpful. Do you need a ride? Do you need anything? I'm like, no, but they so helpful out here. So
Yeah, I haven't experienced that, not at all. And for me, that's why I'm glad I'm a hustler. I watched my mom. My mom and my dad were both hustlers. My mother sold dinners. She had yard sales. My daddy sold eggs, McNess products, cut people grasses, and he worked for Safeway. Retired out of Safeway. So I watched my parents hustle. So thank God, I mean. My partner works for the prison, and me, I basically do community most of the time, but I'm a hustler. So I teach art now. I teach art for the little kids, and I got my shows, and I do karaoke. You know what I'm saying? I do whatever is gonna keep me happy and make some money. So that's the thing for me. I gotta be both. I'm not going to work and I'm sad and mad. I'm just not doing it no more. It's not healthy. So if I like it and it's making me feel better about life, and I'm getting a chance to use my skills and my gifts, then that's what I'm gonna do. But for me, I just hustle. I'm a hustler. So I'm gonna get out, and whatever I do, I'm gonna do it well. If you hire me to work at your club gonna be popping. That's it, and that's all. I'm gonna work hard so that I can keep coming back and make my money. And a lot of people ain't like that. They all about the money. I was never about the money. Remember how long it took me years to charge $20 to get in to see my show? Years, like 18, 17 years. I was $6 at first at cables. $6. Then I went to 10. And then I went to 15. And I stayed at 15 forever. But people, how much you can make? It wasn't about that. It wasn't about the money. It was about people wanting to come, people happy, and people have, So that's another reason why God has blessed me to be successful, because I'm always trying to look out for somebody else, as well as take care of myself. I ain't stupid, as well as take care of myself. But yeah, that's it for me. The happiness.
Yeah. And the higher prices, I don't want to pay $20 to get in and be fighting to get kicked out. I'm like, I want my $20 back. So
immediately,
I'm gonna make sure I'm on my best behavior.
Absolutely. So yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I'm on my best behavior. One more question. Food insecurity. I saw you said that on one of your interviews. Food insecurity leads to a lot of violence in our community.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, baby?
That food insecurity leads to a lot of violence in our community.
You said food insecurity?
Yeah, food insecurity leads to a lot of violence in our community.
Not having food insecurity? Is that what you mean? I'm sorry, maybe I'm not understanding.
Like not having, like, not being able to eat or have food in your house. Do you think it's like?
Yes. Got you. It makes you angry. There was a young man. He's dead. He's deceased. He was 14 when they killed him. 14, and his girlfriend, or the lady he was dating, was like 31. He may have been 16, but I think he was 14, and he was dating an older lady. Now, this kid was one of the good kids. He did not want to hang with the bad boys. He just didn't want to, but he didn't have the clothes. He didn't have what everybody else had. And they talked about him so bad for so long. His mom was on drugs. He wasn't eating right. So he eventually joined them. And out of all of them, he was the first to die. Hungry kids are angry kids. They don't understand. They didn't ask to be here. So if I'm not feeding you, you're going to be mad. And then you're not going to starve forever. And if I got to hit you in the head to give me a sandwich, then that's what I'm going to do. Just like you said, how they taking our jobs and stuff. You are definitely asking for crime to go up. Absolutely. People going to feed their kids. People gonna feed their kids. They gonna do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, they're being shortchanged in every way imaginable. Anyway, there was a time when, I didn't want to do nothing on the slide. No. If I don't do it, somebody, I'll buy them food stamps. Forgive me, Lord. I hope I don't go to jail. But anyway, sorry, Lord. But I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. People are hungry kids are angry kids. They want the basics. A lot of parents, no disrespect to them, I don't know, they let their children do what they want, But most kids will tell you when they get grown, I wanted you to tell me to come in the house. What?
Mhm.
I wanted you to tell me to do my homework. I didn't want to be free like that. You feel me? Because now I ain't got no GED. Now I don't have no diploma. Now I can't get no job because I got a felony. I can't do nothing. So all that, you know what I'm saying? You let me do what I want. I thought you was helping me too, but now, so yeah,
Mm,
that's real.
mm,
This
mm.
was very enlightening. Thank you so much. I needed to hear everything that I said today. I needed to
No.
hear it one more time.
Thank you for
Good.
coming.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being on. We were so excited to have you on here. You to watch this all grow up, all of it.
I have.
And
I got
have
one
a
question. I want y'all to guess how old I am before we go. My birthday is in June. Y'all have got to. Everybody got to take a guess at how old y'all think I am now.
um,
How old do you think I'll be in June? Want to go first?
I'm gonna be 45 in June in April, so you gotta be like, oh,
Come on with it.
I would say 60.
Okay, what you say, Peasy?
Let me see. I'm about to be 39. Maybe, maybe you could be possibly turning 62.
Okay, go ahead, press.
um, I'm gonna go with 60 as well.
Okay, you guys are very close. Everybody's very close. I'll be 58,
Oh, okay.
and um, but I feel like I'm not gonna say I feel like I'm 60, but the fact that I'm 2 years from 60 is a total eye-opening experience. And when my grandkids get big and stuff and they gonna think that they the shit, I'm gonna be like, man, they used to call me Coochie Licious. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Oh man.
So I just want to be a cool
Oh,
ass granny. I'm gonna be a cool ass granny. That's what I want to do. So yeah,
So Miss
it was
Lana,
so
you
good.
at some point are you gonna have like a, I don't know, like a, I guess like a show dedicated to like your dancers who passed away? Because it's been a few, right? Since
So
then.
we're getting ready. We're getting ready to do a reunion on June the 30th. Of It's gonna be a Cables reunion and a B&B reunion, and we will definitely include all those that have performed. Wait, now when you say, you mean people that used to come to the club or performers per se that
per,
passed
per,
away?
performers. You didn't hear
Um,
me? Performers.
yeah, I did. Is somebody else? Maybe somebody else passed away that I don't know about. Who passed away? That used to
Uh,
perform for me.
did you know Chocolate City? Did you know she passed away?
I definitely did know Chocolate City. When Chocolate City passed away, so many people hit me in
Okay.
my inbox. Yeah. So thank you for telling me that. And if there's somebody else that comes to mind, hit me up because I wanna honor everybody. That's a wonderful idea. We were gonna do it anyway, but thank you because I didn't even that slipped my mind that Chocolate City passed away. But thank you. And if there's anybody else that y'all remember that passed away, like we're definitely gonna say, Smurf and she didn't perform, but she was there, and then Pooh, and all of them that
Wanda.
used to support Wanda. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Wanda didn't tell nobody she was
Yeah.
sick. You know that, right? She didn't tell nobody.
No,
I
I
had just
know.
saw
I
her.
know. She didn't. Nope.
I had just seen her a month before that. She invited us to a private screening of her doing that little documentary with the Lakers. She invited us all out, and all the time she was sick. Man, she blessed
Yeah.
them kids to put the guns down with some original memorabilia from the Lakers, reversible jackets, bobbleheads. Like she blessed hats. Man, she blessed them kids, and I miss her. I miss her. I miss her a lot.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
was.
lost some
yeah.
great people over the years. We did lost some great people over the years.
Mhm.
Into
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
I'm gonna do my best to
no,
celebrate them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my
Might,
best.
might
Okay.
have to
Good.
slide down there a couple of times. I work at the hotel now, so I get
Yep.
a hotel discount. So
Yeah. Well, let
That's
me
what's
know when
up.
you come. You ain't got to pay to get in. You ain't
yeah.
We
got to
should
pay.
definitely do that. We should do that.
Y'all
We
That'd
do
be
should
need
that'd be
to.
nice.
come and see
Yep.
everybody. Y'all would be like, oh my God, like, you know, this it's the Jimmys, the Rashids, the Passions, they still come out. You're gonna
Hmm.
see a lot of people that you haven't seen in years. They still come to the show. I'm
Wow,
blessed.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my calendar because I want to
Sounds
come.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
I'm
else y'all want to
Yeah.
excited.
talk? Anything else y'all want to talk about? Special coming up. Um, if that's it, that's it. I had a quote from Miss Lana. It said, "There used to be a time when I used to say that only the guys that were out there doing the dirt was getting killed. Well, that time has drastically changed. Now everybody's baby can get it. Everybody's baby is a target." So I feel like that too. And
I
it was
agree.
it was a time when women was off limits, kids was off limits, elderly people
Mamas
was
was off
off limits.
limit.
Everybody was off limits, and I'm not sure what changed, the time, the music, like you said, or what, but leave that craziness to that, not to the innocent people. Y'all breaking into cars while people was in their cars, breaking into houses while people was in their houses. They
Yep.
running us out for they raising the prices and taking the jobs for a reason. They don't want us there, and we just giving them a reason. We giving them a reason to get us out of there.
I agree.
Yep. I
And
agree.
for me, when I do put the guns down, I have to be very specific because some people need guns to protect their family, and I understand. And I don't want them to feel like I'm pointing fingers. What I'm saying is, y'all, we killing each other. We're not even killing the people that are mistreating us. We're killing each other.
Yeah.
And some of these babies get mad and shoot somebody, and now your life is gone. When you could have just, sorry about that. When you could have just let it go or rethought the situation.
Or
Right.
knuckle up.
Yeah,
Growing up, we had to fight. If we lost, we just had to keep fighting till we win. So
Hmm.
that's what. Get back to that. If y'all gonna fight, fight. We don't want y'all fight either. But it's better than you taking a life, they gone, and then you in jail fighting for life. Because
right.
prison
Right.
is easy. I know people in
It-
prison that's not gonna get out right now. You ain't got no weapons in there.
Yep.
It's either be killed or be killed in there. So
Right. Like you said, 5 minutes of uncontrolled anger can make you lose everything you got. 5 minutes. 2 minutes of uncontrolled anger can make you lose everything you got. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail one time when I was 19 and took my mama credit card trying to get a sweatsuit from Sears Roebuck to go to a party. And guess what? I ain't been back. Oh no. Oh, that is not the place for me. Okay, that's it. I ain't going back ever, ever. No, I
Oh,
don't
it's
like to be locked
bad.
up like an animal. No, no. And then you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you don't get. Oh no, no, no. So I try to do everything I can to teach people not to go to jail and not to die early. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
yeah. So
Any
all
more
we can
questions for me?
um think that's it. Think that's
Yeah.
it. Um
Thanks for
anybody
coming.
Oh,
thank
you're
you for
very welcome. I was honored. I was honored. I was honored. Anytime. And y'all, for real, y'all let me know if y'all sliding through. I mean what I say. Y'all pray for me. Pray for my center that it does exactly what I wanted to do, which is save lives and promote and
yeah,
produce healthy kids of color. Please.
yeah.
Pray for us
Yeah.
It
too.
remind me of the Panthers started WIC, the after school program, the free lunch, free breakfast program, and the Bay needs something like that. Let the kids come and feel safe. I got a
I
nephew,
agree.
10-year-old nephew, and I'm scared of the world for him. So
Cover him with God in prayers. That's that's the best, and pray that the people that are around him also look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you was saying about your the guy that assaulted you. A lot of, in closing, it's the last thing I'm gonna say. A lot of predators look for kids that are unkept and ungroomed. So, keep your little girl hair combed. Let them know that somebody loves them, because kids that are not loved are more susceptible to somebody saying, "Come here, baby, you want some candy?" Yes.
And not just the
Yeah.
girls, the men too. The men and the boys too. We tend to overlook them, but it's happening to them too. They just don't speak on it. We women speak on it, but we get ridiculed, like Megan Thee Stallion and certain celebrities. People ridicule them, but then y'all wonder why people don't speak up. You
Right.
can't tell people to speak up, and then when they speak up, you bash them for speaking up. It don't matter
Yeah.
Yeah.
what you did. It don't matter what you did, how you dress, how you look. They shouldn't touch you at all.
It
Boys,
shouldn't touch
men,
you at all.
women,
Yeah.
kids,
I agree.
whatever.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
music that our kids listen to now, I mean, y'all see the videos. I don't have to tell y'all.
Mhm.
Ski. You know what I mean? Like, ooh.
They'll push you,
And I
yeah,
get
and they
it. I
gonna
can't
push
knock her.
you.
They buying her movie. I mean, they buying her music. I can't even knock her. It ain't even about her. But you think somebody
Yeah.
ain't giving her hella money to put that out there to us? You know what I mean? It's
Right.
bigger than us. It's way bigger than us. You can't go
Right.
out there talking. No other race can talk about killing each other but us. There's no other race. You don't hear Asian people rapping about killing each other or nobody. Only us. Only us. That you can get rich off of telling each other to kill each other, or how many people you done killed, or what I'm gonna do to you, and just us. Just
And
us.
that's the narrative they pushing. They not
Yep.
pushing Nipsey and people that's telling us don't do this. You can go to school. You can pick up a book and read. You can be in the house. You don't have to be out on the corner or rapping about stuff that you're not doing. You pushing the narrative. J. Cole, you don't hear about J. Cole. You don't hear about Kendrick Lamar. The people that's not rapping about killing and drugs and whatever else. How many, like you said, they not even doing it. They not using drugs. They not drinking. They not doing any of that. But that's what's making them rich. That's what they pushing on the radio. I don't hear J. Cole on the radio that much. I don't hear Kendrick Lamar on the radio. I don't hear Nipsey on the radio. The people that did was giving us and is giving us positive stuff we don't hear about. So
Or they try to take them out.
Yep.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Like, I wish Tupac was still alive. I'm still having a problem thinking he dead. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know anybody else feel that way. I keep thinking he gonna appear he gonna come out with an
me,
album. He gonna come back from the dead with
Right.
an album. That's what I think. But he was wise. He was wise. They kept trying to kill him. They were trying to do everything to silence him because he was smart. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. But we all on the right track because we're all trying to, educate each other. And look what you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? Going live and putting things out there. And that's good. All of that's good. All that's good karma coming back at all of us. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of all y'all.
we proud of
Definitely.
you. Thank
Definitely.
you for
Thank
being a
Proud of
you.
voice.
you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll
And
make sure we come to one of the shows.
yeah.
Let me know. So come on, slide through. It'll warm your
All
heart
right.
to see everybody one more time.
Okay.
All
Will
right. See
do.
y'all later.
Love
All
y'all.
right.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
I love y'all too.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.